Welcome to a tutorial by HomestyleCustoms. In this example today, I'm going to be showing you how to customize our newest product, which is the Personalized Home Signage. This set comes with 10 different designs. This one in particular is the cottage one, and then each design comes with all 26 letters. I'm going to teach you how to add the text in the middle, and then I'm also going to explain what this blue line around the design is and how it functions. It's basically the template, but we'll get to that eventually. So to start off, let's add some text. So we're just going to hit the type tool. I'm using Illustrator in this example. You could use Inkscape and Silhouette. It's quite basic, so I'm not going to do a tutorial in those softwares. It's basically universal. It's quite easy what we're going to do. So first off, pick your type tool. We did that. And then you want to select the font you want. Mine's just defaulted to Times Bold, so we'll use that for the example. It's pretty standard. So what we want to do is, first we want to add a name. So I'm going to add the Graspy, which is in one of my product images for this product. So let's go ahead and make that big. We'll stretch it out. So you could, it's all up to you how big you want to make this. It's not going to make a difference. It's just how you see it visually. I kind of like keeping it within the circle. Just kind of fills it out. Makes it look proportionally correct in my opinion. So to me that looks right. If you have a shorter name, you could stretch it a bit, or you could space the letters. A longer name, you could use a more condensed font, but you could pretty much fit anything in the space. So once we have that, what we want to do is we want to convert it to outlines. So you hit the type menu at the top, drop down to create outlines, and basically that's turning it from text to a graphic. Your next thing you want to do is you want to reverse that. So you just want to swap it, and you want to choose stroke on it instead of a fill. And then to match everything else, you could just put the stroke down to 0.5 to match everything else. And then that's pretty much it. At this point, all you got to do is you got to save it as an SVG and import it into the Glowforge app. I'll go ahead and I'll explain what this blue release cut is. So we're using, the idea is to use the offcut of this design as a template for the backing. So this blue circle is the same size as you're going to cut the backing for this design. And I'll show you how later on in this video how to drop everything back in to the offcut while it's placed over your backing. And it lines it up perfectly every time. You don't have to worry about, like, I see people scoring the backs and stuff, so you could place the letters and the shapes and stuff, or people putting tape down to like line it up. Like, I find it's such a waste of time. This is the way you're going to want to do it from now on. You're basically using the offcut as a template. Okay, so I'll show you how that works. As you can see, I just finished cutting one of the signs. What I like to do is I just cut the boards to 12 inches. So it's basically 12 by 12. And that way you're not wasting a bunch of wood. So we're going to take off that top piece here. And then because we did that release cut, you're going to have this. And you want to keep this because this is going to act as your template after when putting everything together, okay? So just take out the pieces. They should just all fall apart. Collect the letters. And then I'll see you in a bit when I start assembling this with the template. So now we have the template here that we saved. We have the round that we cut. And then we have all the inner pieces, including the letters, which are here. So the reason I went this route is because I like how clean it looks. where you're not merging the letters to the split monogram. I think this gives it a whole different dynamic look, which I really like, and that's why I came up with this template. So what you want to do is you want to take the template, just drop it on the round. It should line up perfectly because it's the same cutout. And then as you're going through it, like whether you stain this or paint it, whatever you want, just add some glue, right? Or if you have the tape, just peel the tape, and then basically just drop it back in to the template. Do the same for the top, glue or the tape, and then start gluing your letters. And you just want to add glue, drop it in to each of these. And it's not too much work. It's quite easy, especially with this template, to line everything up. I know a lot of people have used like scoring and stuff like that. I don't know. I find it to be very tough to do it that way. This just makes it so much easier. So what you want to do is, once you have everything placed and it's glued, just let it dry. You could even put something heavy on top and just put a book, or if I'm making a bunch of them at once, I stack them on top of each other. So that's it. And then once it's dry and everything, you just pop the top right off, and it's all like perfectly placed as you would have it in the graphic on the computer. And there you go. That's it.